See, and I'm a big promoter myself of privacy, encryption. As a technologist, if you look at 90%, 95%, or maybe 100% of the tech first folks will always be a proponent of privacy because they understood how easily individuals can be manipulated if the data is not kept safe. And I think that is what we followed at Arogya Setu as well. When we built Arogya Setu, it was very client heavy.
Right.
We basically said that use Android and iOS as an ecosystem so that your data is in your device, it's not even in the cloud. So, and these are very, very bold and strong premises that we had built, and government agreed that this is how it should be. Even we don't want to snoop around people,
Right.
which was something that came out in the wild that Arogya Setu is snooping around, but it was just the contrary. If you look at the architecture, it was very different.
Sure.
So that's what we have taken up and also doing at ECA. So one of the things is obviously, if you want to create value for users, you have to do processing on this data. If you want to do that processing, you have to use backend and client and all of that together so that you can give the right kind of a value. But what we do is we give people options that whether they want to do this particular act or not.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Google has approved us that we can go ahead and scour Gmail boxes of users
Okay.
if they approve
Sure.
to find medical records so that we can keep it there.
Right.
Now it's very easy if a user gave access to go ahead and get all kinds of Gmail records and then do all kinds of activities. And today, by the way, 3,000 people, they give us every day these
Access to.
accesses and all of that. Now, we said that this is a very important and a personal data. How can we solve for it? So we are now tweaking our architecture a little more to say that now you even can say that I only want emails from these addresses
Wow.
to be downloaded and not necessarily scour my entire mailbox. So we are giving power back to users,
Sure.
right? There's a new feature that is coming in on medical records where we are building a personal vault kind of an experience
Okay.
where you can have a medical record that you don't even want anyone to see.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
How can we solve this technically? Now, technology has evolved. What if I give you, Rupa, a capability that there is this document that she's so uncomfortable even to store in a place where it can be read in cloud?
Sure.
So your document in Vault will be encrypted locally, like any blockchain or any kind of a locally encryption system or an end-to-end encrypted system, where you own the key that only you knows, not even ECA. But this encrypted document is backed up in the cloud.
Wow.
So that when you need it, you can get it. But we cannot read it. No one can read it.
Sure.
So those are the kind of features that we are putting in front. And I don't want to talk about simple things such as we constantly do our reviews with Google's approved security advisor. They check ECA's platform because they give a certificate. We are CoWIN and ABDM certified. So certain also employ people to check our systems, whether we are doing everything in terms of security right and so on and so forth. So yeah, hardening our systems for security is one thing, but building an architecture where users are in control of what is it that can be seen by you, what is it can be seen by ECA's machines so that we can give you right insight, and what is it that you want to share with your healthcare provider.
Sure.
At 3 level, we will basically are creating a consent artifacts.
Right.
So that's how we are solving privacy and security. And I think there's nothing, even financial data is not as private as a medical data. It's like written on the wall that medical data should be kept super, super carefully. I mean, we owe it to people.
Sure.